You know, this is the history behind them playing the SEC Championship. This makes it a lot more fun.
I feel like we're Florida. I feel like we're supposed to be here.
Not really excited about playing these creatures.
Hey, must compare really good. They're in the championship game, you know what I mean?
The best fighter doesn't always win the fight. You got to fight your best fight in the ring.
It's the way it should be. It's Florida and Alabama in Atlanta for the SEC Championship.
This is the WIAT Red Zone, brought to you by Pepsi.
The Crimson Tide are crowned SEC champions for the second straight year. First time a team has gone back-to-back since Tennessee in the late 90s. 25th overall crown for the Tide. 29-15 over Florida, and now the only question we have left, games going on as we speak, who is Alabama going to play next in the playoff? Where are they going to play? Who are they going to play? It's something we're going to find out here relatively soon. Chris Brees, Lauren Sisler here on the Red Zone Final. It's just all a waiting game right now.
Yeah, we'll wait the final word from the playoff committee tomorrow morning. But first, let's show you how Alabama got there here in the SEC Championship game. We'll start with the highlights first.
Early on, Alabama, for the second straight week, found themselves trailing in the first half because Florida did this. They took a 7-2 lead in the second quarter, 85 yards. This is the longest punt return for a touchdown in SEC title history.
But they take the lead back. Jake Coker here, this big play to Calvin Ridley, 55 yards, an incredible catch there to set up a field goal, and then this play.
Third quarter now, 15-7. Coker, Ardarius Stewart, he emerged big time today. 32 yards is 22-7.
Then you look at Florida's quarterback, Trayon Harris. He got abused all night long. Next drive, it's Marlon Humphrey. He's going to get the interception, his third of the season. 16 interceptions for the Crimson Tide.
It just seemed like Alabama was in the backfield every single play. Deshaun Hand, haven't heard that name a whole lot. He and A'Shawn Robinson with the sack there.
And in the fourth quarter, it is Coker to Richard Mullaney to seal the deal here. Alabama getting the win tonight. Your final score, 29-15.
So it was all over but the celebrating, and Derrick Henry and his teammates, boy, what a show they put on. The Crimson Tide win the SEC title. Florida had 180 total yards, 15 yards on the ground, and Henry, 44 carries, 188 yards. Nick Saban, he's a happy man. He loves this team, and this right here proves it.
Well, I don't think anybody really thought after the Ole Miss game this team would wind up here. And to be honest with you, I had some questions in my mind as to whether it would wind up here. So to see all the things that this team did and to stay together as a team and for everybody to be committed to doing what they needed to do to improve and whatever their role was on the team. And there was a real togetherness with this group. We haven't had issues. We haven't had lots of problems. I don't have to call guys in at all. Everybody sort of bought in, and really a fun team to coach.
Nick Saban very proud of his team. Also proud of the fans, how they showed up, and he gave the media a little shout out.
Loved it. It's tough love is what he does.
It is tough love.
It's tough love, and hey, he's tough on his team. He's tough on his players, too. And tough guys, Derrick Henry, he's one of them. Passes Herschel Walker for single season record setter in the SEC for yards in a season, 1,986, and he's still going. He's probably most likely going to pass 2,000 in the playoff. He's already sewn up a spot in the Heisman ceremony next weekend, let's be honest, in New York. They'll announce the finalists in a few days. But a complete offensive effort, too. Bama just wore Florida down. It was tough early, but just like every other game, the Tide beats you up in the trenches. That was the case today with Henry running the ball.
The guys helped me out so much. I had a lot of plays that were kind of iffy, and they made me look a lot better than I probably should have. And I just, playing for this team is awesome.
It means a lot. It's just a testament to how hard we work. The last couple of years, we're losing the game early in the year and just trying to finish strong.
Yeah, we celebrating. We're happy we accomplished something no one's done in a long time. So we just cherishing this moment right now, and then we get in the playoffs. We're gonna see what happens.
A lot of great backs here, and Derrick's definitely one of those guys. Like today, you start hitting those 2-yard runs, and the game starts to be kind of long, but Derek's always back there, just keep running it in the fourth quarter. Those 2-3 yard runs started breaking in 10, 15 yard runs, and that guy just has no level of pain. He just keeps running, no matter how tired he is. So it's just an absolutely incredible experience to be offensive line for this team, and the guys we play against, everybody on the offense, and just the entire team in general. Just every day to come to work here, it's awesome.
And how about that defense? They did their part. They kept pressure on Florida quarterback Treon Harris, forced him into some bad decision-making, and ultimately limited his productivity.
And in the first quarter, they were moving the ball, Florida was, and the defense, they got stout. They do this every week. You want to know how great they got after the first quarter? Florida had 1 yard in the second quarter. They had 2 yards in the third, just complete domination after 15 minutes.
And when all was said and done, Florida 180 yards total, only 15 of those on the ground. The defense led by a core group of seniors who are excited to be back in this position, and this time they expect to finish the job.
We were just taking pride in getting our offense the ball back. The more chances that they get the ball, the more chances we have a chance of winning. So we just taking pride in striking blockers and covering our guys up front. So I'm really proud of my guys, and we're going to get some time off. We're going to get rest up and get ready for who we play.
This team learned that they got the ability to fight through a lot of adversity and overcome a lot of stuff. I feel like me and all my teammates feel like it ain't no task too big for us to handle. We prepare like we're supposed to prepare.
We're just excited to be able to do this and get this one for the coaching staff and for everybody. Just excited to move on to the next game.
It's pretty exciting. Looking forward to it, whoever we got to play. I think we're ready for it this year.
We didn't go out the way we wanted to last year, but just having this second opportunity to go out there and just kind of make up for that letdown last year is definitely a great feeling. We worked hard for it, and we're not done yet. We're still hungry, and we won't be satisfied till the mission's complete.
And the mastermind for that defense, the guy who gets all the credit, he's going to Georgia maybe tomorrow, maybe in a month. It's Kirby Smart. The question is, when does he go?
All sorts of questions surrounding that. When we come back, the players are going to weigh in. The blueprint that has been set here under Nick Saban, Kirby Smart, and the impact that he's had here will weigh in on that.
Plus, we look at the playoff picture. We'll also check in with Jacksonville State in the FCS. They're playing for a national championship in the next month, too. Stay with us on the Red Zone Final.
This is the WIAT Red Zone, brought to you by Pepsi.
We're back on the Red Zone Final here. The playoff picture looking a little something like this. Alabama's in, Oklahoma's in, winner of Iowa, Michigan State is in. Looks like Michigan State might score and take the lead. If Clemson wins, they're in. That's the likely scenario when these are announced tomorrow morning by the committee.
I think it's pretty safe to say everyone's happy that the FBS has adapted a format that's getting closer to the FCS, and we got a team in the FCS who is also challenging for a national championship. It's Jacksonville State. And for more on that, Chris Wrinkle live in our Birmingham studios.
Hey guys, that's right. Jacksonville State is in the playoffs while Bama waits to see where they'll be in the postseason. Anniston rocking today as Jacksonville State begins in the second round of the FCS playoffs with a familiar foe. It's a Chattanooga team they beat at the beginning of the season. That game was close. This game would be close as well. We'll pick it up right in the fourth quarter. Eli Jenkins trying to get in the scoring range, goes over the top to Ruben Gonzalez, disappears into the crowd. Everyone reacting, thinking it's a catch. And if so, Jacksonville State gets the field goal, they go home. But upon further review, the refs say the ball hit the turf. You might be able to see it behind the graphic. It hits the turf. Regardless, we are headed to overtime. And then in overtime, Jenkins says, you know what? I tried the passing thing. Let's just keep it myself. In for the touchdown. Stay cocky, JSU. They are headed on to the quarterfinals. Final score 41-35 Jacksonville State. Jenkins 13-26, 200 yards passing, and that game-winning touchdown. But how about Troy-Maine Pope? 24 rushes, 234 yards, and 3 touchdowns. An overall great day for Jacksonville State. And here's a happy John Gross.
And you know you.
All right, that was John Gross. This is also John Gross. Call it a gentleman's disagreement between Gross and Russ Huesman. It looks like Gross snubs Huesman originally on the post-game handshake. Gross finds him. Huesman doesn't like that. They exchange a few words. John Gross doesn't care. His team is on to the next round. he is feeling very, very good in this one. So Jacksonville State lives to play another round. They'll face Charleston Southern in the quarterfinals. That game, the time, the location, all that to be announced at a later date. Let's send it back out to Atlanta. People in Addison are happy. People in Tuscaloosa are happy. And I know Lauren and Chris are happy.
Happy. A little cold. It's gotten a lot colder here in the last couple hours. But, yeah, a lot of happy fans.
Happy when I can warm my toes up.
Okay. Cold toes out here in Atlanta. You know, we keep talking about Kirby Smart going back to this. I don't know how much it affects the players going into a playoff game because they're so laser focused it doesn't matter. Whether he stays or goes, the defense is going to be ready, and they respect the job he's done the last 8 years as the coordinator. And I think coming into this week, you know, they kept dodging all the questions about Kirby Smart, but tonight after the game, they pretty much confirmed that he's leaving and giving their thoughts about their coordinator and what this means for the program. And we got 3 burning questions here. Who replaces Kirby Smart? Who he takes with him? And does he coach this team all the way through the postseason? But as Chris, you just said it there, they are focused in on what's next, and that's the playoff game.
We're just focused on this game. I'm sure he'll stay with us, you know, but if he doesn't like to, it's a great opportunity for him, so we're just happy for him.
That means a lot, you know, just him being dedicated to this mission that we set out to complete at the beginning of the year, and just wanting to finish it out with us, and people who came in while he was here, and guys like me who spent 4 years here under his coaching, and it just means a lot.
We just got to come out and have the right mindset, and you know, whoever we play is going to be a good team, so we have to prep it in the right way.
We're not worried about a ranking right now. Like I said, we have one mission, one goal, and we want to go get that done.
Finish every day, try to go through every practice to the best of your abilities, and whatever happens, let it be.
It's just another step in the road. We gonna keep working and doing everything, you know, as good as possible, and just see what happens.
We didn't go out the way we wanted to last year, but just having that second opportunity to go out there and just kind of make up for that letdown last year is definitely a great feeling. We worked hard for it, and we're not done yet. We're still hungry, and we won't be satisfied till the mission's complete.
And you know what amazes me about this team? You're inside the locker room with them. They just won an SEC championship, and that's the reaction. Of course, the confetti falling, great on the field, but you get them in the locker room, and it's already like they're ready to go back to work. They're not satisfied. They're hungry. They want to keep pounding this one out and hopefully get the job done. I mean, Nick Saban has that NFL experience. It's a business-like model, and that's why one of the many reasons why Alabama is the model of consistency year in and year out, and you're looking at who they're going to play. As of right now, let's assume Iowa, Michigan State. The winner there isn't obviously. Clemson's about to beat North Carolina, which means they're 1. Alabama's 2. They're going to probably play Oklahoma or the Iowa-Michigan State winner in Dallas, and this is my opinion. Playing Oklahoma would be the worst-case scenario. I think it's a lot like that Ohio State game last year. I agree. They're going to have a tough time with his quarterback, and I just think that this is an opportunity for Alabama to go in there. But against Oklahoma, I think that's going to be the biggest test that they'll have faced all season long. So really one question left. Is Alabama going to play Oklahoma, or are they going to play the Iowa and Michigan State winner? We're going to find out tomorrow morning, and we're going to be with you throughout the entire playoff run on the Red Zone. She's Lauren. I'm Chris. We'll see you next time.